I spent thousands of dollars on courses, on hiring editors, on softwares and subscriptions, and yet I saw minimum or low results from it. But then when I made my situation and setups much easier, I'm just talking to the video, I'm talking to the camera as a talking head video, I start to see my numbers spike up. I start to see my analytics get better. So in this video, I just want to talk about it's not necessary in the very beginning to the need to get all these different things in order to get started. My name is Tony Chan. I'm a single dad of two. I'm documenting my life. I'm building wealth, health, and relationship in real time while you watch. So thank you for being here. So the first thing first is that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on things before you start you're publishing your first videos. Like the first, I would say 10 to 20 videos is just simply you talking to the camera and then posting it, right? We want to get into this head that like we need all this perfect setup and lighting and the best camera. We got to do 4K. We need the best mics. We need the best X, Y, and Z. Like we aim to perfection too early in the process, which I did, and it just cost me so much time. Like I delayed posting my first video so many times because I was just trying to perfect the environment that I am recording in. And all I had to do was hit record because you know why? No one's going to watch your first video anyways. No one's going to watch it, right? You're going to get probably 0 to 1 to 5 views in the first video. Unless you do something crazy or out of the ordinary, then, it's a mega hit, right? But that is extremely rare. Most of us, when we post our first few videos, it's going to get 0 views. And so I just want us to get into the mindset that before we invest in courses and fancy equipments, like just post the first few videos. Now, here's how I would do it. Number one, just get a phone stand, which is like 20 bucks. Use your phone. You already have a phone. You can use that phone. And the phone stand, make sure it has something called a MagSafe, right? So this means that you can stick something on your phone case or on your phone that automatically makes it stick to the phone stand. And I just find that much easier to control and rotate and put into perspective of the positioning as well. So a MagSafe phone stand, I highly recommend that versus like a regular one where you have to pull the phone stand in order to fit the phone in there. It's just not good to use. And then you just want to get a regular mic. This mic costs over 100 bucks, where there are way cheaper mic that I think cost 20, 30 bucks that works just fine, right? So that's all you need, a phone stand, your phone, and the mic. And bonus tip, if you use an Apple Watch or if you already have one, you can use that as a camera to see how you're positioning the phone, and then you can hit record from here and then you start talking. And I would recommend just doing a regular talking head video like I'm doing now. Or I'm just talking about my life experience, or I'm just talking about whatever topic is on hand. And so in this video, I'm just making a talking head video about what I've done in the beginning of my YouTube stages and what I'm doing now. And the weird part or the annoying part about YouTube or content in general is that in the past, when I first started, I was being fancy. I had all these editors. I went on Upwork and hired freelancers. I used fancy softwares and this and that. I was spending so much money and I was getting so little results, like 1 to 2 to 5 views only. And the thumbnails look fancy and good. And I was spending money on thumbnail editors as well. So I was just spending all this money and getting no results, right? But then what annoyed me was that when I post a regular talking head video of me just talking to the camera with little tiny edits of me like taking out bad edits of the talking head videos, it got more views. It got more watch time. I'm like, what the heck? So I think in the early stages of your YouTube journey, just post something, right? Just record, post. It could be an introduction to your YouTube channel. And then the second video could be whatever your YouTube channel is about and what you're planning to do. It just try to make it as simple as possible. And then when you finish recording that video, you just airdrop it into your MacBook. You edit it using a free software like iMovie, which is what I use. Edit the beginning parts and the end parts and just publish it, right? Real quick, if you are getting value so far, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. So right there, what I just did is called a CTA. I am telling people to please like and subscribe if they got value from the video. And it's very important to actually have a call to action in the video so that people know what the next steps are. People know how to support you. So I think it's very important to at least have that maybe 1/3 in the way of the video. My audience is still growing, but this is what I've learned so far from people like Alex Hormozi and Ali Abdal. So that's what I'm doing. And another thing that I want to talk about is just people, I think, are more into more authentic stuff, more authentic story, more real stories, your life experience, not these fancy editings and stuff, at least in the very beginning, right? Fancy editing does help, right? Because it tells a story, it makes the story much more appealing and visually cool to look at. But in the beginning stages, as we're trying to get used to it, as we're trying to get used to talking to the camera, guys, when I first started talking to the camera, I freaking sucked. Like, it was bad. I was stumbling, I was mumbling. I don't know how many edits, like so many different edits to take out stuff that was just bad or did not sound good. It's because I did not know how to talk in front of the camera. And on top of that, I think it's the beginning stages of just hitting record and publish, like putting ourselves out there. We are terrified to do that, right? Especially if you're a huge introvert like I am. I am terrified. I was terrified of just publishing video. But luckily, I know how important branding is. I know how important to share my story is into helping other people. Like in my situation as a single dad, like that's why I'm creating the YouTube channel, is to do that. And I just want to help as many people as possible. And it's good to building brand. It's something that I can monetize in the future. It's something that it helps me get better at communication. It helps me get better at creating content. And most importantly, like with the rise of AI and all the fake stuff and all the spams and just all that fake stuff, is more important than ever to have a real brand, to have a real authentic person in front of the camera talking about whatever things you're trying to talk about. It's just, that's even more important than ever now. So sharing your story in the hopes of helping others, I think serving others is one of the greatest things that we could do in life. And so that's what I want to do with my channel. And I hope that you could do the same with your story and your experience and sharing that with others. Now, let me talk about the haters, right? Because we are fear of getting negative comments, and I definitely got those. I think my very first comment was absolutely negative. And if I remember correctly, I was just talking about me being a single dad and how difficult it was. There was a comment saying that you deserve to be a single dad, you suck, or something like that, right? It was super negative. It was my first comment, and I actually just laughed it off. It was very funny. I started sending it to my friends and family. Look at it. Look at my first negative comment. This is crazy. This is my first comment too. And I just saw that as a funny experience, but I did not let that deter me from posting more again and again and again, because boom, I already got that as my first comment. So I'm already, oh, here we go. Here's the train starting of negative trolls coming in and talking mess and stuff like that. But every now and then, other future posts that I had, people were being very helpful. People were being very supportive of my situation. And so you're going to have a bit of both. But the point is just to not stop. Do not let haters stop you from sharing your stories. Do not let haters in general prevent you from doing things in life that you want to do, right? And that's what's so cool about content creation as well. Once I put myself out there, it actually made me more confident in just everyday life, right? I'm not scared to ask for something. I'm not scared to be more aggressive in trying to get something I want, because I'm already putting myself out there. I'm already putting myself out there where negative comments could come in, where people could see me and they could like just talk mess if they want to. So like, it makes it easier to deal with the trolls. It makes it easier to deal with the haters because I'm done it now. I'm out there. Now I want to emphasize more on the branding part. Because of all the AI stuff that's coming about, it's more important than ever to show our real authentic self in front of the camera, that we are a real person, that we're not making fake posts on Twitter or Instagram or videos, that this is us, this is real. Because with AI, everything's just so fake now. Everything is so spammy now. And we want to avoid that. So for example, for me, I do email marketing. I got my first client because of content that I made. He saw me talking about me building up email systems, and he signed up the very next day because of content, right? And so if I'm trying to build a brand, so this channel, for example, is just me documenting my life as a single dad. The only way you know I'm real is that I'm talking in front of the camera. I'm giving you my experiences. I'm telling you what I'm going through. I'm telling you how I overcome challenges and what I plan to do in the future, right? But it's real. Like, I'm talking in front of the camera. It's not AI. It's not fake. I'm not making fake posts online or anything like that, because this is my real authentic self, right? So that helps me stand apart from anybody else that's not creating videos. Yeah, so once again, you do not need any fancy equipments. Just hit record and publish. Figure out all the steps that you are taking right now. Remove as much friction as possible. Simplify everything you can do to hit record and publish. Like, that's the first thing you want to do. No fancy equipment, no fancy editing. That could come later. Just put yourself out there so that people see what you do and how you could help them out. My name is Tony Chan. I really appreciate you being here. If you want to watch more videos of my life, hit the video on the end screen. Peace out.